Okay, in this video, I will be talking about problem 4-8 in your homework, and this problem has to do with depreciation, which is just the idea that when you buy something new, it starts to lose its value as soon as you buy it. So, like, say you buy a brand new car, and you pay full price for a new car. As soon as you drive it off the lot, as soon, an hour after you buy it, the resale value of that car is lower than what you just paid. So so things that you buy, in this case, we're calling it plant and equipment. Uh, it's going to lose value or depreciate over time. And so before we actually get to the problem, I want to just look at the balance sheet changes as it relates to the income statement in your book. So if you go to page 66 in your book, you'll see this balance sheet uh, for year ending 2014 and year ending 2015, and then the changes for that year. And what we want to look at is uh, what we're going to subtract from our assets. Our assets are what we are, the positives, or what are actually what we have that's actually valuable. Like cash is valuable. Securities, the accounts that are receivable, that are owed to us, uh, are whatever we have, whatever value of our what we have in inventory and on down through, and then we get our total current assets here. And then we see from year to year, we went from 37 million to 30 million, which means we have a change of negative 7 million. So we're looking at uh, what's called less accumulated depreciation, which means this is something that we're going to subtract from our assets because we're losing value. So in this case, and the key word here is accumulated. So up to this point, we're looking at our accumulated total, all combined for every year since we purchased whatever the plant and equipment is, total up to that year, the total accumulated. So if we go from a negative a million, I should say million, in December 31st, 2014 to a negative 8 million. Now remember, in accounting, we show negatives by putting dollar amounts in parentheses. So that's why I'm saying a negative. So if we've actually gone from a negative 6 million to negative 8 million at the end of 2015. So that's a net change. We've actually gained or had added on $2 million. And when I say added on, I should actually say we've lost value over the year. So our plant and equipment has depreciated $2 million during the year 2015. And that's right here under change. So we take that and we go down to our income statement, which you can find in the book on page 59. And we want to enter that into our depreciation expense. So this is what we want to actually subtract from our sales right here. So we start with our total revenue, and then we subtract a number of line items until we get down to our net income. So we have so if we see this in a total, we start with a total net sales or total revenue of 15 million, and then after we subtract out all of our expenses and taxes, and yeah, we get down to a net income of just over 3 million. So one of those expenses is our the appreciation, which is this line item right here, $2 million that we got from our change and accumulated right up here on our balance sheet. So jumping back up to our problem, we simply want to look at the change right here. We simply want to see what is the change, and that is going to be what we would put on our income statement for depreciation expense. And that's just going to simply be the change from going from an accumulated depreciation of $60,000 to an accumulated depreciation of $70,000 in 2015. And if you want to see the math on that, I think I've got it at the bottom down here. Just jump down. Whoa, come back here. The math on that is pretty straightforward. I've got it down here. It's just simply 70,000 minus 60,000 equals a depreciation expense in 2015 of 10,000. So that's problem, I believe, what was it? 4-8.